I think this fella, Reece James, has been given two tasks here: to drive at and to beat people, then delivering quality balls into the box, often played early and unpredictable. The other being to join in with the high press when playing on the front foot. He's a terrific talent.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Garnacho. Cucurella looking to get on the end of this. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. And it's Dewsbury Hall. Out to the right. Now it's McNeil. Oh, that's neat. Goes for goal! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Mykolenko charging forward down that flank. Caicedo. Fernandez. Chalobah aim forwards. James. Lovely bit of skill. Fernandez. Chance! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Fernandez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Coleman gently done. He has found the way through. Now it's Beto. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Garnacho. João Pedro. Coleman shifted upfield. And it's Grealish. Dewsbury Hall. That is good strength. And here's Beto.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Palmer. And the ball's come loose here. Now it's Garnacho. Idrissa Gueye. Alcaraz. Grealish. Mykolenko chooses to go cross-field. Moved on forwards. Caicedo. And it's Palmer. And it's played forward. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Beto really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Garnacho. Cucurella. And here's Garnacho. McNeil. Chance here to counter. Dewsbury Hall forwards and with intent. Garnacho. Now it's Garnacho. Alcaraz does really well to win the ball there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. James cuts out the pass. That's really well manoeuvred. Garnacho. Caicedo. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Beto. He's shifting through the gears here. Driving on, a real charge here. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. João Pedro picks it up out wide. Cucurella. Great defending, strong and determined. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Caicedo. Cucurella. And here's Garnacho. It's run loose here. Idrissa Gueye cuts it out. McNeil could move up a gear here. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Beto going great guns here. Now, what about this cross? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And here's Beto. Beto has got himself a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Alcaraz, he is through here. McNeil played out towards the right wing. Chalobah attempts a clearance. Crossed in again. Firmly met. Pedro Neto spread out to the left. Oh, nicely intercepted. Palmer. Garnacho. Mikolenko played over towards the opposite flank. João Pedro. Pedro Neto. He came in hard, very hard. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And it's McNeil. Now it's McNeil. McNeil, now here's the delivery. Caicedo. Chalobah. James, that's a sharp pass. Played out to the right. Fernandez. And it's played in here. That has been knocked clear. Fernandez with the short one. And here's Fernandez. Looking for a decent ball in. And it's Caicedo. And it's been taken short. Fernandez. Real chance! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now. Greenish goes on a run down the left wing. Mikolenko.
Played towards the other side. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Grealish. Grealish. And there's the shot!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Beto. Palmer.
Beto really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. And here's Beto. The muscular approach does pay off here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Fernandez. Oh, good spread. James. Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Cross into the box. He's going to be disappointed with that. Alcaraz. Now who's going to be first to this? He's got shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Can he stop it going out? In it comes. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much.
Idrissa Gueye has been caught there, it's a foul. Shooting chance! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Colwill, Caicedo, Palmer, Fernandez shifted upfield, and it's James. It's a good run down the right. Well read, and the danger is averted. McNeil, who does have an assist to his name. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Extravagant effort! A real chance and a real let-off. Cucurella gets across to intercept that. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's found the way through. Gets the shot away! And it's hoisted clear. Beto, now he's off and running. Colwill. Fernandez. João Pedro. Played out to the right. It's gone for a throw-in.
Could be a critical phase.
And that is a little undercooked. Over to the left. And he has been fouled there. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Mikolenko is there and he can get that clear. Tries to get it clear. Grealish, aim forwards. Beto. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Palmer. Garnacho. Palmer. Out towards the flank. He can get that clear. And it's Cucurella. Now it's Garnacho. Now the delivery. Pickford claims it, and the danger passes. Now it's Beto. McNeil providing an outlet on that flank. And the keeper has it. Palmer. James. Palmer. João Pedro. Garnacho. Garnacho closing in on goal. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Brilliantly cut out. And the counter is on. Fernandez. Palmer. Palmer, gently done. Garnacho. Moved on forwards. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. McNeil wins the duel this time. That's a lovely, neat pass. Chalobah. Palmer. Garnacho. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Lovely feet. Hit into the middle, punched away, and the shot! And it's played forward. Colwill makes the interception. Cucurella. Palmer. Cucurella. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. No changes at the interval from either side. Pedro Neto! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. And he cuts out the supply. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. He's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Colwill. Palmer played out to the left flank. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Dewsbury Hall played with finesse. Fernandes. And here's Neto. And here's Neto. Great defending, strong and determined.
Pedro Neto really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he's managed to get free. Colwill did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Grealish. Well, they could break here. And it's Dewsbury Hall. Oh, well measured. There's the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Beto really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Fernandes. Caicedo. Spread out to the left. Now that's well seen too. Colwill. James. Palmer. João Pedro. Out to the right. Dewsbury Hall. Tarkowski goes forward. James gets over and intercepts. Chalobah. Cucurella. Garnacho given the lift of his goal. McNeil. Alcaraz. Alcaraz forwards and with intent. Palmer. Fernandes. Crunching tackle. That's clear cut, it's a free kick. Decent chance! Tarkowski, oh, good looking ball. Colwill. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Palmer. Alcaraz does really well to win the ball there. And now the breakaway. Pedro Neto. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mykolenko. Alcaraz is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Cucurella. Oh, that's a nice ball. Garnacho looking to run onto it. And he's cut it out. Garnacho. Cucurella. Palmer. Nice physical challenge. Tarkovsky, gently done. Fernandez. That has been cut short. McNeil tries making a foray down the right. Looks to the other side. That's a good run down the left. That's an excellent interception. Palmer. Fernandez. Colwill. That's really well manoeuvred. Well timed, excellent interception. Grealish. Dewsbury Hall, and he goes cross-field. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Palmer. And it's James. Fernandez. Palmer. Dewsbury Hall. And it's played forward. Oh, can he get onto this? Alcaraz. Played into the middle. Shoots! Oh, that is rather wayward. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. James. And it's Palmer. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Now, what about a counter-attack? Played into space out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Great chance! The referee's awarded a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Up he goes! And he's there to clear it. Neil gets a cross in. Big chance! Decent enough try.
Alcaraz certainly got the pace he wanted on that, but not the all-important bend.
James, can he latch on to this? Calmly anticipates. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Caicedo. Palmer. Caicedo, aim forwards. Branthwaite, driven forward. Beto is onto it in a flash. Caicedo, great defending, strong and determined. Idrissa Gueye, moved on forwards. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. McNeil chips it through. Nice interception, well timed. Caicedo. João Pedro. Oh, he's found support out wide. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. And he's going to Rex.
Well, conceding free kicks in areas like that are an invitation to the set-piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
Grealish. Oh, some tackle that. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. They'll have one final crack at it. He's in plenty of space here. And it's Coleman. Now it's McNeil.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Over to the left. Caicedo. Now it's João Pedro.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And the finish! It's anyone's ball now.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And they
with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And it's Palmer. Oh, they could be caught out here. James. Palmer. João Pedro. Cross goes in there. Oh, good spread. Palmer. It's a loose ball. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
I think this is going to add an entirely different dimension to their attack now. They've got the physical presence, they've got a real aerial threat, and it looks more promising from here.
And here's Garnacho.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Fernandez. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on? Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Grealish. And there's his chance to lead the counter. McNeil! Should have equalised.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Short changes him with that pass. Keeper's got good distance on that. James shifted upfield. Can he spark a counter here? Palmer. Played out to the right. Can he get onto this? He has found the way through.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Grealish. And it's Dewsbury Hall.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here. Most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And he's straight offside.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Sanchez, long ball by the goalkeeper.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Tarkowski, nicely aimed pass. Mudryk. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. And here's the chance to counter. Over to the left. Grealish in acres of space out wide. Here's the chance to cross. Turns and goes back. Oh, it's come loose. Alcaraz. Oh, good spread. Aimed in towards the centre. Mudryk. I think this turns on, Jim.
Well, Peter, the pace and dynamism that this fella Alejandro Garnacho brings, I think, will always carry some menace he's capable of
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Oh, brilliant! The captain has surely won it!
Well, we can only hope that this has set the tone for what's to come. Captain Majestic has stunned the whole arena.
That was beautiful. Something close to genius. So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Mikolenko, and he goes cross-field. And it's McNeil. Oh, it's played into the area. Palmer. Pedro Neto. João Pedro. Now it's Pedro Neto. James. Now then, the ball's come loose. James crosses. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. And that has been cleared. Dewsbury Hall, gently done. Beto takes control of it and he's on the move. Now it's Dewsbury Hall. Now it's McNeil. Great chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Beto clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Colwell getting this one clear. Pedro Neto, aim forwards. Garnacho. Oh, he's found support out wide. Hit into the middle. Greenish shifted upfield. Cucurella gets over and intercepts. João Pedro, he could be it, tries a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Dewsbury Hall chooses to go cross-field. Real chance here! McNeil. Caicedo clears it away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Colwell. Cucurella. Chalobah. Palmer. James. João Pedro. Played out to the right. That's good play. James. Pedro climbs up big. He will be livid with himself.
And that was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Palmer. Fernandez. Pedro Neto. The muscular approach does pay off here. Idrissa Gueye. Branthwaite. It's an inviting looking ball that. Palmer does really well to win the ball there. Caicedo. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And it's McNeil who Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Here it is, crossed. Oh, smashing header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
James looking to add to his goal. Caicedo. Palmer. Caicedo. Cucurella. Oh, nice touch. Caicedo. And here's Garnacho. Garnacho. Will have it back and can go again. Caicedo. Palmer. Garnacho. Played down the flank. Out of play for a throw. Deflected behind for a corner kick. They've played it short. Palmer, real chance! Dewsbury Hall is there and he can get that clear. Palmer puts a cross in. A real chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
James cuts out the pass. Chalobah, Colwill, Caicedo, Chalobah, and it's played forward. Tarkowski, and here's Beto. Alcaraz played out towards the right wing. Dewsbury takes a shot. Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto looking to get on the end of this. Tarkowski attempts a clearance. Idrissa Gueye. And here's Dewsbury Hall. Out to the right. McNeil. It's gone out for a throw-in. Up he goes! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Mikolenko makes the interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Cucurella. Garnacho. Oh, great play. Swept in. And that was very necessary. And it's James. Showing good feet. Fernandes. And here's Neto. Now who's going to be first to this? And they can counter here. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Oh, some tackle that. Caicedo. Palmer. João Pedro. Palmer. Pedro Neto. Oh, good spread. Pedro Neto. James. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. And the counter is on. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's in a great position. Oh, he's in! Beto! Beto! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Pedro Neto. And it's Fernandes. Fernandes. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Beto. Played towards the other side. Grealish. Moved on forwards. That's really well cleared. And that's been won straight back. McNeil. McNeil played over towards the opposite flank. Idrissa Gueye. Oh, what a climb! And he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Punched away. João Pedro. And it's Grealish. Dewsbury Hall. Big chance! Delivered across, and he's straight offside. Branthwaite, that's a sharp pass. Fernandes wins the duel this time. Pedro Neto. Now it's Garnacho. That is lovely. Caicedo. Fernandes. Fernandes is fouled. Fernandez plays it short. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Cucurella. And here's Palmer. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
That's a throw. Grealish. That's a lovely, neat pass. Palmer. Caicedo. Looking here to chip it through. Pedro Neto. That's gone for a throw-in. Pedro Neto. Chance for a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Pedro Neto clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Ball's played through. Oh, sweet feet. Colwell forwards and with intent. Out to the left it goes. Garnacho in acres of space out wide. Oh, that's nice. Pedro Neto shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Beto. Alcaraz. Dewsbury Hall. Played out to the right. That's very neat. It's a throw-in. Coleman gets a mighty effort! Couldn't quite control it.
Beto really climbed high to get his head on that and then disappointed.
Colwell approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Garnacho. Alcaraz. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's hoisted clear. And they've been given a corner. And the keeper beats it away. Cucurella. And it's played forward. Pedro Neto, forwards and with intent. Palmer. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's come loose here.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Palmer. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. James. Caicedo shifted upfield. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Grealish. Now it's Dewsbury Hall. Beto! Dewsbury Hall played out to the left flank. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Palmer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Fernandez. Out to the right. Pedro Neto. And it's James. There's the shot! Succumbs to the pressure. Garnacho. Palmer. James. Pedro Neto. Pickford gets his goal again. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Cucurella. Garnacho. Clearly not happy with that. Mikolenko. Up towards the front line. Now that's well seen too. Palmer. Pedro Neto. Alcaraz. McNeil. Looks to the other side. And it's Grealish. Idrissa Gueye. And here's Grealish. Mikolenko. Now it's Grealish. Grealish. And that's aimed into the middle. Caicedo. Moved on forwards. Coleman gets across to intercept that. Tarkowski aimed forwards. Alcaraz. McNeil played over towards the opposite flank. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
You know, he can't really have any complaints at being withdrawn. There must have been at least 5 efforts at goal that were underwhelming.
James. Pedro Neto. James. Chalobah. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, nicely intercepted. Grealish. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Referee's given a throw. McNeil, and he goes cross-field. Gueye. Dewsbury Hall. And here's Grealish. Idrissa Gueye. Dewsbury Hall. Idrissa Gueye. Shot, surely! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Palmer. Idrissa Gueye. Idrissa Gueye, gently done. Grealish. Header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Palmer played into space. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Idrissa Gueye. Oh, good spread. That's tidy. Oh, what a climb! No, not the best of headers. Pedro Neto. Fernandes. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. That's really well manoeuvred. Shapes to shoot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Colwill, still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Garnacho goes pelting down that left-hand side. Now it's João Pedro. Branthwaite did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Over to the left. Greenish, and it's lofted through here. And here's has a shot! Climbs up big! It's a loose ball. Chooses to go back. Very nicely done. And it's Gueye. And here's Dewsbury Hall. And here's Dewsbury Hall. Fernandes does really well to win the ball there. Played into the middle.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
Cucurella. Garnacho. Oh, that's neat. Branthwaite, aim forwards. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's going to go a long way. Now, looking to orchestrate a counter. Idrissa Gueye moved on forwards. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Palmer gets a cross in. Mykolenko gets rid without sophistication. And here's Neto. And it's James. Pedro Neto providing an outlet on that flank. Plenty waiting in the middle. And that's... Oh, shooting chance! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Coleman, and it's played forward. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Colwell. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Grealish goes on a charge down the left. Lovely bit of skill. Mikolenko. Ah, such a clever touch. And it's played into the middle. Chalobah clears it away and reclaimed it in a trice. Mikolenko. Well, Jim, this really does look like a safety in numbers approach to defending we're seeing here.
Well, sometimes you just have to prepare for what's coming your way, and they know that they're going to be involved in certainly the next spell of physicality in dealing with an aerial approach.
Yeah, it's toe-to-toe, bicep to bicep, all about feet and inches. Lovely feet. Neil gets a cross in. Nice interception, well timed. Palmer. Fernandez forwards and with intent. And it's Dewsbury Hall. Garnacho proves too strong. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Branthwaite gets good distance on it.
Garnacho really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well timed, excellent interception. Cucurella. Palmer. Garnacho. Now this could be a chance. Pedro shot a goal! Oh, that is very close.
Pedro Neto brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Cucurella. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Fernandez. Pedro Neto. James. João Pedro. Alcaraz spread out to the left. Grealish. So could be danger here. Oh, he's dealt with that well. Now it's McNeil. McNeil crosses it in. And that has been cleared.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he's managed to get free. Nice defending, physical and effective.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Played towards the other side. McNeil is onto it in a flash. Chalobah gets it away.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Played out to the right. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, smashing header! And that could have brought them level.
That was so poor, a very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. So we have a double substitution going on here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Alcaraz. Fernandez.
Well, they're really trying hard to change the complexion of this game, and surely it's only a matter of time before they can grab a goal. They're absolutely pounding away to get it. It's superb effort.
Patterson carries the ball down the right, plays it across.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Palmer. Fernandez shifted upfield. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Pedro Neto played out towards the right wing. He's had a shot! Patterson gets it clear. Cucurella. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Patterson picks it up now. And it's Gay. Idrissa Gay. Oh, good spread. Cross goes in there. Up he goes! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Idrissa Gay receives it in a good position here. Dewsbury Hall chooses to go cross-field. Alcaraz. Idrissa Gay. Idrissa Gay played out to the left flank. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Dewsbury Hall, played out to the right. Picks it up out wide. This could be their final throw of the dice. And it's hoisted clear. James, he has found the way through. In by chance! Alcaraz, gently done. Chalobah, Colwill, Caicedo.
Well, Peter, this guy Caicedo really is the definition of the word tireless. One of the best defensive midfielders around, and he does have a constant desire to get forward and contribute to the attack. He can add some energy and dynamism to that. But what he's really, truly brilliant at is stopping the opposition and disrupting their plans. And he will be a big, big factor in trying to do that here.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Branthwaite, oh, good-looking ball. Idrissa Gueye, oh, good spread. McNeil, and he goes cross-field, and it's Grealish. Mikolenko. Dewsbury Hall. Idrissa Gueye. Gueye! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Garnacho, gently done. Mikolenko, played out to the right. McNeil. Chance, surely! Danger averted for now. Fernandes. Caicedo. Palmer. Cucurella. Fernandes. Beto. Spread out to the left. Oh, super find. Chalobah gets good distance on it. And playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. Now it's McNeil. Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. Oh, he's found support out wide. Garnacho. Branthwaite attempts a clearance. Moved on forwards. Chance here to counter.
That concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
James. And claimed it back swiftly. Palmer. Caicedo. Fernandes. And it's Palmer. Caicedo. Cucurella. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery, the defence though able to hold on this time.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow.
And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Oh, red, nice interception.
Beto really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Out to the right. James. Gets his head on it! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Cleared away. Has a look and plays it forward. Coleman. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That's the keeper's ball. Cucurella. Cucurella has been caught there, it's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket, it's just a stern lecture. Really well cleared. And it's Palmer. Palmer played out towards the right wing. Hit into the mid. Oh, smashing header! Another header, but again the same outcome.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
Lovely bit of skill. Dewsbury Hall. Swings in across. Up he goes! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Pedro Neto. Nice physical challenge. Grealish played with finesse. Caicedo. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. McNeil